Hey everybody, it's Kent with KG's Books. It is Sunday morning and I thought I would do an unboxing video for y'all. Been buying way too much lately, spending way too much money on books, but I definitely have bought some pretty incredible stuff. I do most of my book buying, I do some locally, but a lot of it I get on eBay, find a little bit on Instagram, follow a lot of antique booksellers on Instagram as well. Holy moly, it's a lot of bubble wrap for this little book. First one is the Lady's Pocket Manual from 1828. Ladies' Pocket Magazine. I believe this one has 20-some hand-colored plates. Show you a few of them. Look at the hats. Pretty cool fashion from the 1820s. Very cool. Nice little bugger. Ooh, look at that. The Works of Jane Austen. In 5 volumes. See if we can get them in order. The Works of Miss Austen. In 5 volumes. I think these are from 1856, if I remember correctly. Yep, Sense and Sensibility by Miss Austen, 1856. Show you the decorative title page and the frontispiece. Let's see if there's any other illustrations. Nope, I don't see one. Check out Volume 5, Pride and Prejudice. Very nice, pretty early for Jane Austen, being from the 1850s. Spines are repaired, but still otherwise pretty nice condition. Good to see they're all packaged securely. It's always frustrating when you get a box of books and you spend a couple $100 and they just chuck them in a box. But that does happen quite often, actually. I bought a really nice Walt Whitman set on eBay a couple weeks ago. And they had them shipped with the spines facing up, like that, which definitely puts a lot of wear on the book and has potential to damage. And actually, one of the rear cover hinges was completely split when I got it, so that kind of sucked. This is a nice Edgar Allan Poe set. There's volume 2 and 4. Assume these are volumes 1 and 3 then. This set actually came from, what was it, Nevermore Antiques and Books. I found this one on Instagram, but they also sell on eBay. And they have some very, very awesome books. Definitely worth checking out. Nevermore Antiques and Books. Yep, volume 1 and 3. Works of Edgar Allan Poe. This set was published in 1856. There's a nice portrait of Poe. Gosh, awesome condition. I like the raven sitting on the statue there. Awesome set. Here we have bayonet exercises for the Army. Manual of the Bayonet Exercise prepared for the use of the Army of the U.S. by George B. McClellan. Published in 1862, so Civil War era. It looks like it does have a soldier's ownership information there. Very cool. It is illustrated as well. So yeah, Civil War era bayonet manual. All right, History of Egypt. I've sold a lot of copies of this one. This one will probably be on eBay here in about 2 weeks. Probably auction it off. Let's see, this one is from 1910. And it is highly, highly illustrated. Let's see if I can find some illustrations for you. Everything you need to know about ancient Egyptian culture and archaeology. And what a nice cover on that one. Yikes, no packaging on that one, but it looks like it survived all right. George Washington, The Man and the Mason. Nice book on American masonry. Kind of what the founding fathers were up to. Again, I've sold a ton of copies of this one, and this one will be on eBay here in a couple weeks as well. looks like volume 2 of the history of women from the earliest antiquity to the present time. This is volume 2 of volume 2, published in 1782, it looks like. And this is volume 1. Yep, volume 1. See what kind of contents they got in here. Female education, of the employments and amusement of women, the treatment, condition, advantages, and disadvantages of women, character and conduct of men, the influence of female society. See what kind of interesting stuff we have in volume 2. Delicacy and chastity, of dress, ornament, and other methods, whereby women endeavor to render themselves agreeable to men. Courtship, matrimony, celibacy, widowhood. Everything a woman would ever need to know. That's a big bugger. See how huge that thing is? Works of that learned and judicious divine Mr. Richard Hooker in 8 books of ecclesiastical policy, published in, 1682? Is that 1682? I think so. Look at that title page. Pretty incredible. Very nice old religious text. So these 2 boxes are, this is one of the most expensive purchases I've ever made. Shipped in 2 boxes. I got these on eBay from a seller I've never bought from, so we'll see how they work out. Pretty sure they'll be fine. Honestly, you can buy some really, really awesome stuff on eBay. A lot of it's way overpriced. But if you're patient, I think you can find some pretty awesome deals. Let's see, this is part of a 6-volume set, so I'll get the other 6 out quick. right, here it looks like we have 5 volumes so far of Arabian Knights. A really, really awesome binding. The fisherman draws up the chest. Really nicely illustrated. And that is a 6-volume set. I'm sure one of the other volumes is floating around here somewhere. Excuse me. Here we have the letters of Benjamin Franklin from 1751 to 1790. Again, in a nice leather binding. Published in 1859, and I think if I can find the limitation pages, this is of only 10 copies in quarto size. So pretty rare. See if we can find an interesting letter. From Miss Elitha Partridge. Honored and ever dear Papa, allow me to address you by that tender appellation which you once entitled me to use, and to thank you for your agreeable favor of February 28th. Could you know the pleasure that every line from you gave me, I flattered myself I should be oftener indulged with hearing from you, as I know you delight in communicating pleasure even to the undeserving. Well, that's nice. There is another big bugger. Wow. King Charles II, and holy moly. That is big, big. Charles II by Osmond Airy, published in 1901. The nice color portrait. And let's see, this is limited edition, number 53 of 1,250 copies. Looks like it is very nicely illustrated. And again, the binding is just absolutely stunning. Really great. All right, box number 2. Let's see what's... Try not to cut myself. I will definitely have lots of shipping supplies to reuse. Keep me stocked for a minute. See if I can find some volumes that match. Okay, well, we're in the start of unboxing historical works of John Fiske. That was a 12-volume set. And a really nice binding. Let's see, here's a single volume. Acting Charades or Deeds Not Words, a Christmas game. That's fun. Tons and tons of these tiny little illustrations. And then the original cover and spine cloth is bound in the back. I always like when they do that. The Flyers of the Hunt by John Mills. Check out the little foxes. Published in 1859. So a nice little illustrated hunting book. And again, probably not overly exciting, but the binding definitely makes it really special. There's another nice little leather book. A Cracker Bonbon for Christmas Parties, published in 1852. What is going on there? Looks like she's trying to sell him some burnt bread. And again, all kinds of these nice little illustrations. And again, the original cover and spine bound in the back. There's the last of the Arabian Knights Entertainments volumes. Alright, here we go. Here's the other one for this set. Really nice. Nicely rebound at some point. History of the colony of Massachusetts Bay from the first settlement thereof in 1628 until its incorporation with the colony of Plymouth, province of Maine, etc. by Mr. Hutchinson. This is a second edition. Volume 1 is published in 1765. Here's volume 2, published in 1768. Again, not overly rare. You can find a lot of copies of this on Abe Books, but you know, most of them don't have this nice of a binding. Here we have Charters of the British Colonies in America. I'll have to check, but I think this one is from the 1770s. Looks like it has the charters of Massachusetts Bay, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts Bay, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Georgia. And again, in a nice modern leather binding. And there's another John Fiske volume. I think that's all that's left is Fiske volumes in this box. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it.